Hi CelineSayaangg, my gorgeous girl, you're my wife. Sayang, I want to share Bible knowledge, okay, to you as a way of me to encourage you to keep on holding tight your faith, okay? Okay. Again, I want to talk about faith. Okay, faith mean waiting for miracle to come. Mean waiting for miracle to come means waiting for something that's a big things that will happen in your life and my life that seem impossible to happen in human side. Okay, like what we are now, like me, my condition with it seemed that my financial is not good, it seemed the future is not good. But when we say about faith, then we believe it will happen, not because we can see it. We cannot see, because of everything, we don't have this, we don't have that, then how can we will have our dream come true? But we depend on the great I am, that we cannot see the great I am, Yeshua that we cannot see, but the great I am and Yeshua have power, okay, enough to make things become possible, though it is impossible. So I want to share this one, a true story from this Bible. If you can, I want you to open your Bible in the book of Samuel, first book, chapter 17. Okay, sayang. Chapter 17 was verse 4. I want to read here. And a champion went out from the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath, from Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. So, this verse is a description of this one man, a warrior, a soldier, okay, from a nation that called Philistines. Okay, to let you know, Philistine is a nation that is enemy to the people of the great I am, and the great I am people name the Jews, the Israelite, another name, okay, the Israelite. So this one time the Israelite have war with the nation Philistine, which is the enemy of the Israelite. Okay, but during the army of the Israelite and the army of Philistine, the enemy of the Israelite, are face to face, face to face in a large area. And then there's one soldier, a warrior from the side of the Philistine, a giant, okay, a giant named Goliath. And his height, his height is 6 cubits and a span. In meter measurement is 3 meter. Can you imagine how big is this soldier? named Goliath from the Philistine nation, which is the enemy of the Israelite. So the Israelite, they're so scared, you know. Every time the soldier, he come out from their camp, I mean from the Philistine camp, and he will shout. You can read here in this whole verses, and it's more clear to you, but I just summarize it. So he challenged, you know, he challenged to the Israelite something like, he said like this: if any one of you willing to fight with me, say the giant, the Goliath, okay, that have height of 3 meters, then we will surrender to you, he said. So choose among you one soldier to fight with me, say Goliath. Then if I lose, Goliath say, then all of us will become your slave, mean surrender, white flag to the Israelite. And Goliath continue, but Goliath said, if you, I mean those who have been chosen from your side, lose, then you all as Israelite will become our slave to the Philistine nation. So the Israelite, they all the soldiers, you know, all the soldiers, I don't know how many of them, but I believe there's so many, maybe thousand upon thousand, but none of the soldiers of the Israelite are brave enough, you know, brave enough to fight Goliath. None, you know, Celine. But then there's one man called David, David. Okay, this David is the one that wrote the book of Psalm. Okay, Psalm, one of the Bible book. Okay, because David also a prophet. Okay, so David he just a small man, and you can read it here more detail about the description of this man David. And but this David is a man with faith, because he always like meditate the words of the great I am, Ehyeh, and he always pray, and he always believing in the great I am. But David is only a small sized man, maybe just like me, you know, maybe not even 6 feet, I don't know, but I think I see that as, because from what I read here, David is only a small sized man, just like me. And when he is not among the soldiers, only his brother, okay, his brothers, I think 3 of his brother is among the soldiers who are in a war, in a battle with the Philistine. But David's fathers asked David to send foods and asking for news from their brothers in the battlefield. So during that time when David arrived at the battle place, you know, he heard this, man, and I mean this champion, this warrior from the Philistine, the enemy of the Israelite. He heard his challenge toward the Israelite army, and David become like furious, and like the spirit of the creator, Ehyeh in his self, to make him like want to fight that man. So David offer himself to fight with Goliath. So CelineSayaangg, I want you to read these Bible verses about the battle between Goliath and David. It is in the book of Samuel, okay, chapter 1. No. first book, because there's two books of Samuel, book 1 and book 2. So please read chapter 1, no, sorry, book 1 and then chapter 17. And yeah, chapter 17. Okay, CelineSayaangg. Okay, you just read the whole chapter 17, then you will know the result. Okay, how faith can really make someone able to do things that are impossible. So I will continue this story after you read this chapter. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Okay, so please read this chapter. Okay, sayang. So love your Bible, sayang, just like me. I love my Bible. Because if we love our Bible, we're gonna read it, we're gonna meditate it, and this make us strong, and even our love to each other become even stronger. Our affection and our moral become more stronger. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Okay, you are listening to the great I am through me, and yes, you are. I love you, sayang. Bye.